मेरा नाम है डॉक्टर मोहम्मद शाहिद।
Hello there. You are watching Think Global. We are ST influencers. My name is Dr. Shahid. Today's session is going to be in English because we have a special guest today from Sweden who cannot speak Urdu, unfortunately. So we will be doing this session in English. Today's session is regarding SI scholarship. So if you want to come to Sweden for education, then you can always apply for two kinds of scholarships. One is SI scholarship, other is university scholarship. In the university scholarship, they only waive off your fee, but in SI scholarship, you get some monthly stipend in addition to waiving off fee as well. So today I'm gonna add you Samia Bhatt, who is a scholarship holder from SI, and our special guest from SI, Magnus Andersson. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much that you took time to join us for this session today. So I'm going to start with this question in relation to the focus areas for the SI scholarships. I have heard that mainly the scholarship is given to the education which lie in the focus areas of Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations. So is that correct? Are there any areas other than that as well?
No, I mean, basically, it's the SDGs that is our focus areas for this scholarship program. And there are no particular fields that we are targeting more. But as long as it is within the fields of the SDGs goals, then we're basically happy. We don't have any masters in language, literature, and film, but other than that, you're fine.
Yeah. So how many scholarship programs do you have at SI? I'm aware of one, SI Scholarship for Global Professionals. Could you explain on it?
Yeah, that's the one we have. The SI Scholarship for Global Professionals is the one and only scholarship that we have for people from Pakistan and 48 other countries as well. And so there are unfortunately only the one program that we currently have, and but there are others. Of course, if you searched online for the different universities in Sweden, they have their own scholarships as well.
So this is the only one which is valid for Pakistan.
Yes, that's correct.
But could you mention the other scholarships anyway? Maybe they become valid in future for Pakistan.
Oh, the thing is, we only have this scholarship program, which is for, we have 43 countries, which Pakistan is one of them. And so that's the only scholarship program we have from the Swedish Institute. Then we have different kinds of support projects, and but that's for other countries, basically within the eastern part of Europe. So.
And do you think there will be some other kind of scholarship for Pakistan in future? Do you foresee any?
Not at this moment. We are working based on strategies that the government give us as an agency, and the one we have right now is the only one for Pakistan for a couple of years at least.
Yeah. Okay. And as I understand, this scholarship is only for master's degree education.
Yes, it's not for, you need to have a bachelor degree, of course, but you can also have a master's already from another university in Pakistan or somewhere else. And so it's only valid, for masters. And unfortunately, there's no doctors or PhD scholarships.
Okay. So now I'm going to jump to a long question. What are general requirements for these scholarships? Which kind of documents are most important in this scholarship?
Basically, the general requirements is that you have, as I said before, at least a bachelor degree studying before, and you need to have 3,000 hours of working experience and demonstrated leadership experience. So those are but I can say like the basic three big things: the bachelor degree, the 3,000 working hours of working experience, which is approximately 1.5 year, 18 months of working, and some demonstrated leadership experience. And that's the general requirements that we have.
Yeah. If I may ask you, can you define this leadership experience? What kind of experience do you mean when you say leadership experience? Does it have to be that the person should be working at some leadership position, or the leadership can be shown while working at a non-leadership position as well?
Yeah, I mean, the leadership experience, it has no requirement regarding a minimum number of hours.
Yeah.
It involves both the experience to lead other colleagues. You can lead an organization. It can be that you have a mandate to influence the development strategy for the organization you work at. It could also mean that you have to allocate tasks to colleagues and that you're familiar with the decision-making process. Sorry.
Okay. So in this scholarship, do grades matter?
No, I mean, if you have a degree, you have a degree. So we're not going to look into specific grades. Sorry.
Yeah. So apparently the experience is more important than the grades in this kind of scholarship.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, as an applicant, you have to make up your own mind when you see the different requirements we have, and make your own interpretation of it. Yeah.
So while
I will ask one question. Sorry.
Regarding
this, before you jump to the other question, actually.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, like, the bachelor degree you have, for example, the person who has the bachelor's degree, is it mandatory that the leadership experience or the work experience should be relevant to their bachelor degree, or it's fine that whatever experience they have, even if it's not related to their bachelor degree?
Yeah, I mean, basically, you have to, once again, they have to make their own interpretation, but it's also important that you don't have to have like a straight line through your bachelor degree, through your work, and through your leadership experience. It doesn't have to be like one particular field. You can have from different parts. I mean, you don't have to work right now. Maybe you worked for a couple of years ago and you had leadership experience, and then you decided to take your bachelor, and then you apply for the scholarship. So it doesn't have to be like in a particular order, as long as you have the experience.
Okay.
So then we received this question from our audience. I think the question really is that how many applications do you typically receive in every time when there is a chance for the application? So what kind of application is there?
Last year we received more than 5,000 applications, I believe, and we awarded the scholarship to 340 scholarship recipients.
Okay.
So it's a big it's a fierce competition between the applications. Yeah.
I can see.
But you have the quota for every country. Like, for example, if you have to choose for 10 or 15 people from Pakistan, I mean, is it something that you will select only that specific number of people from that country, and then that is it, or you can have some margin that if people are like, if you see the good applications more than that specific number, then you can still choose them?
Basically, do you want me to ask if there's a specific number of
for each country?
No, it of course depends on the amount of applications we get. I mean, some countries only have like 50 applications, and some other countries almost have like 900. So those countries with 900 applications will of course render a bit more scholarships.
Okay.
Based on the fact that many applications are very good. So, but of course we have to try to make make sure that every country's or how do you say, every country is part of the scholarship, of course, and but we have to make sure that the quality is good as well. And before we had more countries that could receive the scholarship, and we took a decision that we have to narrow it down to these 43 countries, because when we had, I think it was 140 countries, there was some countries that only had a couple of applications, and they were kind of poor quality. So we have to make sure to narrow it down to make sure that all the applications are of better quality for us. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And then, as you can see on the screen, there is this question: what could we do as a candidate to improve our chances? Do you have any tips and guidelines?
Yeah, I can't give any individual guidance more than that. You should look through our website and make sure that you have studied the frequently asked questions, and make your own interpretations when it comes to the applications.
And then, Samia, can you help me here? I think while you are applying for this scholarship, you need 2 references. I think it's in relation to that. So can someone provide both references from professional background, or one has to be from university?
I think from the document, in the document, it's mentioned in the essay that one reference could be from the university and one could be from anywhere where you have worked as a volunteer. Or it could be from your work as well.
Because for him, I think it seems impossible that he can arrange it from the university. So both of the references will be from his workplace. Would that work, Magnus?
Oh, I'm not sure. That question was kind of tricky.
The question really is that can both of the references can be from his employer?
Do you mean like the reference from like the work experience and leadership experience, or?
Yeah, the reference letter. In the application we have the option to give the reference letters. So as far as I remember, that we can provide the reference letter from either both from the work experience, or both could be from university, or one could be from the work experience. Like wherever you are working, you can get one reference letter from there, and another could be from your volunteer work. So it's not just restrict like criteria that you should be having it from the university, or you should be having it only from your work experience. So this is what I know. If I'm wrong, you can correct me, Magnus, please.
Yeah, I mean, I started working in April this year, so unfortunately, if let's do like this. If there's a question like this that I can answer, I'll make sure to find the answer. You can send me the questions, and I will answer it tomorrow.
Yeah,
you can send it.
Thank you very much. So then I have one general question regarding this experience, these 3,000 hours. Does it have to be in the same area in which the candidate is going to do his education, or it can be in a different area?
Yeah, it can be in a different area, as long as it's just prove that there's a demonstrated working experience. Because we are looking for people who have the possibility, who have a network in their own home country, in their own region, so that they can apply the knowledge that they get from the masters in Sweden when they come back.
Yeah.
So you mean that, for example, if the person is just having, I'm just giving an example, a person has the bachelor degree in psychology, and he has worked as a psychologist there, but he wants to study computer science here in Sweden, but still they have the chances to get the scholarship? Yes,
they have the chances. Nothing can be guaranteed. I mean, we have to look at all the applications, of course, but yeah. Okay, that's great to know.
So now, Sami, I will hand it over to you. I think you have some interesting questions in relation to social work experience, I think.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So I would like to know, like, so the social working experience matters in the application. I mean, if the person has worked as a volunteer in their country, or they are participating in some social work.
Yeah, when it comes to basically internship and volunteer work, as you said, social working. You could be reported as working experience, but we have to prioritize when we get the applications. So working experience, basically paid working experience, will be higher prioritized than the internship and the volunteer work.
Okay, but I would like to be more specific that we have a separate portion in the application that you can say something about your social work experience. But if I add a good social work experience, would it add a value to my application? I mean, wait.
Oh, yeah. I'm not. I don't think I can discuss the way we grade the applications, but yeah, I mean, if you have an internship, if you have social working experience, of course, write it down. Write everything down that you think is valuable to you, and explain why it's valuable to the education. So make connect the dots.
Okay, that's good. So, are there any specific funding from SI for Pakistan just to work or something like that? I mean, just a general question that are there any other funding? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. We can only speak for the Swedish Institute, but when it comes to if it's funding for education, I would suggest that you have a look at the website from my colleagues, which is studyinsweden.se /scholarships, and they will have they have gathered some scholarships if it comes to education. Regarding work, I'm sorry, but I don't know any, so I can't help you there.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, if the person is having 1 year scholarship degree, can they have a stipend from university? I mean, from SI for the internship or something like that? Are there any kind of opportunities available for scholarship holders at Swedish Institute?
To have an internship after the scholarship or after the studies? Depending on, we have to see in January each year, depending on our budget structure. So we have to make sure that we have some extra funds available. Some years we don't, and some years we do have. Like this year in 2020, we had the opportunity to grant, I think it was 40 students the possibility to have a paid internship this autumn. But still, that didn't happen the year before, and we don't know until January next year if we are able. But if we are able, then it could be available for students who get their degree in June next year.
Okay, nice. So, is there any specific contact available at Swedish Institute? Like, for example, the people who are applying for the scholarship or they have the general queries, they can send the email directly to ask the questions if they are not clear. Is there any specific contact person? Can you mention the name or maybe?
Yeah, I mean, you can always contact me or my colleagues through email if you have any questions. But if as you said, if there's any general queries, you can always. I mean, basically, I would say that you can find 95% of all your questions online on our website. We have a big FAQ where you can find the answers to most of your questions. So. Check our website, se.se. You will see it below. I think you will add it later. So, but then if you can't find the answers to your questions, of course, send me an email, and we will get back to you.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So now come to the hot topic nowadays, COVID-19.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate that we are having this thing in our country. So what do you suggest regarding COVID-19? Is it having an effect on scholarship in any way?
Yeah, well, as you all know, COVID-19 is affecting basically everything. Everything. I mean, in Pakistan, in Sweden as well, and right now, I think it's the biggest implementation that it has is that some universities have decided to keep an online studies instead of normal campus studies. So that could, of course, have an effect on scholarship holders. For instance, this autumn, there were, first of all, there were a lot of problems for the scholarship holders just traveling to get to Sweden. We have been having, in August, we didn't think that anyone would be able to arrive. But during the month August, September, and October, we have seen more and more scholarship holders arriving in Sweden, which has been great. So, and well, basically some problems could occur. I think we have like 20 people still studying from home in their own countries, online studies, because they haven't been able to receive the right permits, residence permits that you need to arrive in Sweden to study, because sometimes the permits require you to study full-time on campus, and if it's online distance learning, then you will not get the permit, unfortunately. So we truly hope that the vaccine will arrive soon.
So in that case, the person still have the scholarship, and they will still get their monthly stipend and the university fee and everything, right?
We will pay the tuition fee as they begin studying in their home country. Unfortunately, the monthly stipend, the payments each month, we have tried, but it's too difficult to arrange for the different payments abroad. So unfortunately, they will only receive the stipend if they arrive when they arrive in Sweden. So let's say someone arrives today, they will get their card, their ICA prepaid card, so that they can use the stipend, and we will make sure that they get all the stipends from August until now.
Okay.
But they have to arrive in Sweden before December 15th, I think, and pick up. And that's unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do. And also the way the budget structures are being set up for agencies prohibit us to move all the money from the autumn semester until spring. Let's say they arrive in January. So if they arrive in January, they will only receive the stipend from January and forward.
But as you know that it's online and people are not getting their residence permit. So, for example, if you talk about Pakistan, it's difficult to have internet available all the time there, and difficult to study there due to the environment and everything. So, is it possible that if somebody has gotten the scholarship and they want to postpone it for the next year, is there any possibility like this that they want to continue next year?
Unfortunately, no. You cannot postpone the scholarship unless you have in very exceptional cases, like if you're pregnant, you can postpone the scholarship, and if you have a serious disease or illness that has affected you, then you can postpone. But unfortunately,
there are no exceptions for COVID-19. Okay.
No, because then there would be too many exceptions. And,
yeah, I understand.
We have to act, and like this is temporary, and so hopefully it's just this year.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, please continue, Shahid.
Yes. There is one interesting question from the audience. If someone applies for a university scholarship as well as a SI scholarship, and they get selected for the university scholarship, so does that make any less qualification for them for the SI scholarship? For example, will they be considered for a SI scholarship as well if they have already got a university scholarship?
Yes, I mean you can apply for the for the whatever scholarships you can find.
Yeah.
The one thing we, I mean, if you have a SI scholarship and you come
Yeah.
to Sweden and you study,
Yeah.
and you decide to, I want to get a part-time job, and you're able to keep up the studies with your job, you're allowed to work and generate more money. So the only thing that you're not allowed to have is the Swedish monthly student payments. That's
Mhm.
So.
But I think the question is more like, for example,
Yeah.
now I'm applying for the application for Swedish Institute scholarship. But before applying for Swedish Institute scholarship, we have option that we have to apply for the university, right? And then after that, you have the option to apply for the university scholarship as well. And then we apply for the Swedish Institute scholarship. But I mean, for example, if we get the result from the university for university scholarship first, and then we, announce for the Swedish Institute scholarship. So is there any conflict between both of them? For example,
No.
if the person gets the scholarship from the university?
No, there's no conflicting
Mhm.
interest.
So if someone has already got a scholarship from university, it's not a demerit for that person to further.
It depends on what kind of scholarship the university is giving you. If it's a full-time scholarship, sorry for that. If it is a full-time scholarship, which is paying everything, I mean the tuition fee, and then it could be
okay.
Then it could conflict because we pay the tuition fee as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
But there's a difference that Swedish Institute scholarship is like giving the stipend and the university fee both. But the university never gives the stipend. They just give you the maybe 70% tuition fee or maybe just 100% tuition fee. But
exactly. That could be one of the questions that I need to get back to you on. So we have two now.
Yeah.
We will write down and ask you the question like in written. Maybe we can have it in detail. Because this is something like kind of confusing. When I was applying for the application, I had this confusion actually. So it's very good to know.
No worries. No worries. We will send out the question.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, later.
Okay, perfect.
And then we have. Sorry.
Yes, and then we can get the correct answers for the questions. Good.
Yeah. So I think we can let them wait instead of giving them not a correct answer.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we have another interesting question regarding motivation letter questions. So because I have never applied for this scholarship, I don't know what it is, but I can imagine what it is. So does it change every year, Samia?
Yeah, actually, as far as I know, every year there are some kind of little modifications in the documents. So it's not something like that. You prepare everything before you get the documents on the Swedish Institute scholarship website every year. So you have to wait for that. Once the application is open, you have to download the updated documents and then fill them. It's not something that you use the last year documents. Yeah.
So the contents of the motivation letter can change from year to year.
Yeah.
And why is that?
True. It depends on how we I mean, sometimes we need to see that, okay, are we fulfilling the goals that we have with our strategy from the beginning? Yeah, so maybe we do need to do a little bit of, small changes to the motivational letters and stuff. And as Samia said, that please don't download and save the old documents, because we are reviewing them right now, and we will try to upload them on our website in a couple of weeks.
So I think now we are getting near to the closing of this session. Thank you very much, Magnus, for today. And I have one last question before we go away. This scholarship, as a scholarship for global professionals, while people are applying for it, do you know by any chance which are the documents in it which are most important while deciding if the candidate will get the scholarship or not? Which documents are most important, and your tips to prepare them?
This is kind of a boring answer, but I mean, all the documents are important. You need to have the reference letter. You need to have the motivational. You need to have a CV, and yeah, I mean, please study our website. I mean, we have a lot of questions with some very long answers. So you get a lot of information from our website. So please study it carefully, and good luck with your applications.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Magnus, for today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So if viewers will have more questions to us, we will send you an email to get correct answers from you, the official answers. So that was all for today. Thank you very much, everyone.